Terence Crawford as Black Murderous Row?
I've seen some good boxing from him, and then I've seen not really struggles, but I've seen a lack of like consistency too. So, you know, hey, we are looking for elite.
So who's the weakest link at 160?
When you are the king, everyone watches your next move. And right now, fresh off a history-making performance against Canelo Alvarez, the man who has conquered nearly every division he's touched is looking for a new world to conquer.
You know, and if you look at his career, don't get me wrong, okay? He's a good fighter. But if you look at his career, mention one elite fighter.
Masterful performance from Terence Crawford.
And adding to it with that left hand.
He just sent a chillingly simple message to the middleweight division, aiming it at one man in particular. Just a simple challenge. The entire situation exploded from a single short video clip that instantly ripped through the boxing world. This wasn't a random social media post or a throwaway line in an interview. This was a calculated power move. Terence Crawford was seen sitting at the WBO convention, and right next to him, smiling, was Aegis Climas.
Johnny, we're here next. Looking for you. Looking for December 6th, how you gonna do it?
If that name doesn't sound familiar, it should. Climas is the manager of the man Crawford was about to call out, the unified middleweight champion, Janibek Alimkhanali. Bud looked directly into the camera, pointed, and said with a grin,
I got my eyes on you, Janibek. Good luck.
The pound-for-pound king sitting next to his target's own manager, essentially announcing his next hunt. A super fight was on the horizon.
Terrence going to be transparent with it. I got my eyes on you, Janibek. That good luck sounds diabolical. Good luck. I don't want to hear that. I wouldn't want to hear that kind of good luck from Bud Crawford. All right, good luck. You know, that sounds like a threat.
Janibek's first public response was almost laughably simple. He reposted the video of Crawford's message to his own social media with a casual, almost dismissive caption, "Thank you, bro." It seemed like a quiet, respectful acknowledgement from one champion to another.
Hey Johnny, we're here next. Looking for you. Looking for December 6th, how you gonna do it? I got my eyes on you, Janibek. Good luck.
But behind that simple message, a far more complex strategy was being revealed.
Now, somebody said 135 to 168. Very true. 35, 40, 47 for a while. See, some of that stuff isn't pit stops, right? 35 was there. 40, collect everything. Undisputed 47, campaign there, right? 54, 168, go back to 160. That's to be, that's 6 weight cut. You cannot say that's not better than Manny Pacquiao and Floyd.
Janibek isn't just waiting for Terence Crawford. He isn't asking for the fight. He isn't just accepting a challenge. He's building a fortress and dares Crawford to come and take it. Here is Janibek's grand, multi-step plan, a plan that is loaded with risk at every single turn. He has made it clear that his primary motivation, his only goal, is to collect all 4 titles at 160 pounds. He wants to be undisputed. He isn't going to wait for Crawford to make a decision. Instead, he plans to clean up the division himself. He publicly stated that Crawford doesn't need to fight Adames, referring to the other champion in the division, Carlos Adames, who holds the WBC belt. Why? Because Janibek is going to do that dirty work for him. His plan is to first take on the WBA champion Arislandi Lara on December 6th. He plans to take Lara's belt, adding it to his IBF and WBO collection. And then he will personally hunt down Carlos Adames, take his WBC title, and stand alone as the one and only king of the middleweights. Only at that point, with all the gold on his table, will he be ready for Terence Crawford to challenge him for the entire throne.
There's a potential big fight that could be made of the winner of this, and Terence Crawford could be looking at it. Just wanted to get each champion's thoughts on the potential of a mega fight if this can get acquired.
Yeah, дайынбыз біз. Әрине ондай жекпе-жектер біз үшін үлкен жақсы жекпе-жек болады, мен ойымша.
Да, я готов. Это для меня будет очень хороший бой. И всем болельщикам.
Yeah.
То, что
Yes, of course, would be a very, very good fight, and I will be ready for it because it's a big fight, and I think everybody would be looking into it.
This immediately raises a massive question. If Janibek is so confident, why hasn't he fought Carlos Adames already? This is where the story gets ugly, filled with accusations and controversy. That unification fight has been discussed, but it has repeatedly fallen apart. And according to Janibek's team, there is only one reason for that. His manager, Aegis Klimas, didn't mince words. He went on the record and publicly stated his personal opinion that the Adames fight didn't happen because Adames was afraid to fight with Janibek. This is a DMNing accusation. It paints a picture of a rival world champion actively ducking the division's boogeyman, avoiding a unification out of pure fear. Janibek himself doubled down on this, thanking Lara for actually having the courage to sign the contract, implying that Adams simply didn't. Whether this is true or just expert-level trash talk, it's working. It frames Janibek as the most avoided man in boxing, a monster that other champions are terrified to face in the ring.
I really wouldn't say Janibek is unproven, but he really hasn't fought elite.
Is he he's at the same boat as Boots right now?
No.
Okay.
I don't think. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Boots is not overrated. Boots is just not in a position to get a championship title or an opportunity yet.
Okay.
Janibek, I don't know what the belts are like on his side or whatever, but I know that there's some guys that he can get in the ring with that are elite, and he hasn't gotten in the ring with them. You know, once upon a time, there was the talks of Boo Boo Andre and Janibek fight. That never happened, and a couple other fights. I mean, I guess overall, I would say, yeah, he's a little overrated.
But here is the single biggest problem with Janibek's grand, ambitious, multi-year plan. It all hinges on December 6th. This entire strategy of unifying against Adames and then luring Crawford is built on the assumption that he will walk straight through the man in front of him. And that man is Arislandi, the American Dream Lara. Everyone, including Janibek, seems to be dangerously overlooking the 42-year-old Cuban legend.
I like how Crawford is with the smoke. He's like you said, yo, go ahead, all y'all do the work, and then I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna just bring out the broom and sweep this shit up. I got Crawford beating Janibek. I got him beating Janibek. I just think, I mean, I haven't seen much on him, but I've seen enough on Crawford, and I'm not gonna judge Crawford over his last performance from Canelo, because there was, I don't care what a person say, they could say that Canelo's washed up, they say this, they say past his prime, yada yada yada. That's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at how he executed the plan and how he neutralized the threat. So he did a phenomenal job with that. Boldman came up with a great game plan for that. I really believe that Janibek can get outboxed. I think he's going to get outboxed. He goes into 160. It's all going to determine on how he look against Lara.
Janibek himself has been supremely confident, stating in interviews that he has studied Lara, that he knows his style, and that he doesn't think it will be a difficult bout for him. This is an incredibly bold thing to say about a man with Lara's pedigree. Lara is one of the most masterful boxers of his generation, a product of the legendary Cuban amateur system, and a man who has been in the ring with the best. And he has heard all of Janibek's confident talk. When told of Janibek's dismissive comments, Lara's response was chillingly simple and carried the weight of his long, hard career. He said, "Look, you can think whatever you want. Let's see on December 6th if it's as easy as you think it's going to be." Lara isn't just showing up for a paycheck. He's coming to prove that the old lion still has teeth, and he could single-handedly destroy Janibek's entire empire. Even if Janibek does survive the test against Lara, a hidden snag, a piece of boxing politics, is threatening to blow up his entire plan before it even gets to the next step. Reports have surfaced that the IBF, one of the organizations whose belt Janibek currently holds, has a different idea for his future. The IBF has apparently ruled that the winner of the Janibek versus Lara fight will be immediately ordered to defend their title against a mandatory challenger, a young, undefeated fighter named Austin Williams, and the IBF has reportedly stated there will be no exceptions. This is a classic boxing nightmare. It could force Janibek into an impossible choice. Does he follow his own grand plan and pursue the unification with Adams, forcing the IBF to strip him of his belt? Or does he obey the IBF, take the less interesting fight against Williams, and watch his undisputed dream and the potential Crawford super fight fade away?
Lost the battle but won the war. Okay.
You know what I mean? But Terence right now, but as far as Terence, ain't nobody gonna beat him right now, man. Nah.
Nobody, huh?
No, ain't nobody beating him, man. I mean,
even your former student Janibek.
No, not right now. No.
I got him boxing Janibek, and then after that, just walk away.
No, remember, you still gotta get at Adonis though.
I hear you.
There's no reason to go after Janibek.
So are you saying he's gonna beat Adonis? There's no ifs, ands, buts about that. But he beats Janibek. He has Lara, his belts, and then Adonis. So he'll be a 4-time undisputed champion.
Yeah.
Bro, he pulls that shit off. You like.
This is the kind of bureaucratic mess that can completely derail a fighter's legacy, and it's a threat just as real as any punch Lara could throw.
Well, for Janibek and Crawford?
Yeah.
I don't think...
Go ahead.
Crawford right now is at the top of his game, and he'll know when it's time to quit. He'll know. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, should he go out on top right now? I personally think he's probably going to have one more fight and call it a day.
He is standing in the center of a storm. He's juggling 3 different opponents all at once. The dangerous legend he's facing, Lara, the rival champion he's publicly accusing of being a coward, Adams, and the pound-for-pound king he's trying to lure into a trap, Crawford. All of this while a powerful sanctioning body, the IBF, is threatening to pull the rug out from under him. Is this the calculated master strategy of a generational talent? A new kind of champion so confident in his abilities that he can call all the shots? Or is this just fatal, reckless arrogance? Is Kazakh style about to have its moment? Or is Janibek about to learn a brutal lesson in front of the entire world? A lesson that will cost him his titles, his undefeated record, and a chance at the biggest fight in all of boxing. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.